Well, I went ahead and built out the rest of the physical plant, I believe. The coal and the iron are going to come into centrifuges. The output's going to get stacked. And then it's going to get stacked again. Or these are control, whatever. So we're going to take in 3 iron and 1 coal into the furnace. The furnace is going to produce steel. The steel is going to go into the autolathe. The autolathe is going to produce cans. The cans are going to go into the factory. It's all we need to win, right? I think so. Last episode, we were looking at how to get this centrifuge running faster. Let's go ahead and start that now. What's in it? A little bit of dirty ore and a bunch of carbon. 10%. And in this one, there is a bunch of dirty ore and a bunch of iron. Perfect. So the rumor is the reason or the way to get these things to run faster is to not use colder fuel, but hotter fuel. This one is at this one is at minus 26. And I put in a heating system for a moment and realized, no, if it's starting at minus 26, that's quite a deficit to try to think you're going to do anything back here. So I went ahead and ran a pipe from fuel generation all the way out to here. 105 I got it up to with the heaters. These heaters absolutely kill my base, but 105. So minus 20, minus 26, so 25 is more than, ooh, a rocket just landed, beautiful. It's more than 130 degrees difference between the feed for that one and this one. So we'll see if it gets faster or not. So I just have to wire this, and I got to bring the fuel over to it. I just have to do a few more things, and I'll have the build that I believe we need. But that's not going to be interesting content to watch, and I'm not sure about this other content that I wanted to share with you. I've got all these wires ready to go to wire that thing up. And a bunch of pipes to pipe that thing up. And a cowling that I don't need because I'm sharing the output. Maybe some steel. Maybe some chutes. Probably not plastic and certainly not steel frames. What I wanted to share with you or talk about is the following. The old documentation, the old content, everything you see on the internet says you cannot automate a reagents processor to produce soybean oil. That's just not a thing. But that's old. All right. That is old doc. Yesterday, I sent up a flare and was told perhaps LAArE Cargo can do it. LAArE Cargo bot. So I built one in the wrong place. We want some rails, straight rails. Right. Straight rails and a container. Because the release notes say, you know what you can do with that thing is it electronic or It's electronic. You know what you can do with that thing is you can put things in and out of the rails. Oh, it's called linear. That's what it is. Yes. You can put things in and out of storage boxes. So we'll get a few rails. Give her a rip. Storage. Cargo. What are those things called? I never use them. Container mount. It's plenty. That. And a container. And a box. If it's not a container, what do you call it? A crate. Right? Crate Mark II. Ooh, fancy. More heavily reinforced. Resistant to pressure and temperature. Yeah. Crate. I just want to make a crate. Yes, I killed my base heating that gas. How did I get? Oh, that's the rails. All right, so I got a storage, a crate, a place to put a crate. Should be great. A place to put a crate should be great. Let's see about our centrifuge speed, because I know you're as curious as I am. Oh, we gotta pump it up. I don't know what the limit is of these things, do you? Look how much carbon. I've got 5.5 stacks of carbon in there. And it's still spinning fine. It's reading in, taking in as much as I can give it. As much as I can give it. And I went and got some more iron. Did I have this all built out before? Are we doing iron or coal? We're doing iron. Iron sorted the same way as the ice into one of the two sides, such that if the switch is set properly and the rocket storage is opened, it's going to drain out and go to the back one. Right? Indeed. Works like a champ. And then, kind of silly, I sent it off into space with the thing open once, which was not good. And now we're just draining the batteries. When we come back, we'll need everything, fuel, batteries, whatever. Okay, great. And we don't need these draining the power. Really sweating power. Got more things built, more things going. Little vampire things like this. Don't have to worry about it right at the moment, no matter what I see out here. I'm in pretty good shape right now, but only because I ran the generator for a long time. Where are we at with the gas for the next time around? 7 MPa at 3 and 7 at -17. Perfect. All right. Oh, and while we're kind of wasting a little bit of time, 846 kPa, or 2.1 moles of volatile remain in the supercooled power and furnace tank, which is not a lot. All right, so we can leave all of the, no. 397 seems to be the number for the cold fuel. Oh, look, 405. Wow. So if I cared, I would use something better than pipe heaters. And indeed, you can get better performance. Nice. Good to know. Good to know. Okay, so this is not going to be terribly interesting. Any of this won't be terribly interesting to watch. Let me build. Certainly not place the wires, and even the test. I mean, steel, as we've observed, doesn't take anything special. If you can get it hot enough, up to there's no limit on how hot it can get. And if you get enough pressure, up to there's no limit on how much pressure it requires, then when you feed in the ratio, you're going to get steel out. And so the controller is keep pumping fuel in until it gets hot enough with enough pressure, make the thing, and watch to be sure you don't explode the tank. I mean, it's drop dead simple. It'll be more of a challenge for me to get 3-to-1 ratio input than it will be to drive that furnace. The autolave is a no-brainer. Make cans out of steel. None of this I don't expect. I expect when I show it to you again, it will be built out and automated to some degree. Yeah. Meanwhile, we are burning precious rocket fuel. We're not burning anything precious to grind up the ore into coal and iron. So this is not so interesting. Okay, so the so interesting. I'll probably, I was going to title this Cargo LAArE, and in classic Let's Play fashion, I've spent 12 minutes not working on Cargo LAArE. These are off. I know there's a way to make these airlocks cycle faster. I know that there's a way to do it. Especially when you're not precious about the gas exchange. The only reason for this to be here is really is temperature. I mean, temperature and pressure, of course, are both important, but how's our soybean piles? There are none. Oh, right, because I cranked this up to 100. And we've already made 40. Lovely. All right, so let's get some lights on in here so we can work without distraction. Dumping nitrogen into this room, but whatevs. Okay, Cargo LAArE. He is going to, yes, we are going to point this the right direction. Placement is blocked by cable. Whatever, put it way down here. Can we move that cable? Nope. And on it, a crate. Wrenched. Lost my wrench. Had to make a new wrench. Oh, it's a dynamic crate. Woo. With a thing in a slot. And Cargo LAArE. He lives between the two. Sure, I think so. We want to make sure. Oh, the reason that I placed that there was I want to know exactly where that processor is. That's what I was doing there. And then he can go to connect it. Oh, because it's not built. Let's just build it and be sure. Electronic parts. I think I have a little bit. So yeah, kick back most all the atmosphere and then open the door. That's all I want in my vast airlock. Electronic parts. Kick back most or all of the atmosphere and then open the other door. Don't pressurize. Don't wait to be sure. Just go. For a situation like this, would be plenty. Yes, just like so. Just like so. All right. So then, is it wire cutters, maybe? Nope, it's a crowbar. Oh, no. No, 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 no. Yeah, I was watching a Discord chat and somebody said, can you do this? And somebody else said, well, why don't you try it? And the guy says, well, because I'm on a multiplayer server where there's no takebacks. And I thought, that's a fun way to play. All I was doing was verifying that this is as good as it looks. And it is. And then, crowbar. Oh, it takes a crowbar. Then, his home station is nowhere that we care about. And then we're going to sail him over to cargo box at that same level. Well, if it's wrong, we'll know what to do. Oh, look, it's a T. Right, because the plan is he sits off of the rails. He sits off of the main rail. That's not going to work. Man, hard start for this excellent project. There is a station right here. And then there's some rails. And is it right here? Blocked by container. Mount. Nah. Why does it have to be a different height? Well, because it does. There goes that plan. Because there's no way. It's saying blocked by container, and if I put it up one, there's no way it can see the container. All right, it ain't a container, it's a locker, because that is the very specific example of with the cargo LAArE, you can take things out and put things into lockers. How do I repackage that? I don't even know. I probably won't be able to get it out with that locker right at the door. Anyway, that didn't work. It's not going to work. Annoying AF. Let's go get a locker. Boy, is this some is this some compelling content or what? Hey, did you see that guy's YouTube? It's awesome. Sorry, boys. Well, no, we just proved one thing. If there's a way to do that container, I don't know how. We proved that much. This isn't gonna be any better. Can we do a floor locker? I've never done a floor locker. You can have a tall locker, a small locker, a shelf, corner locker, overhead corner locker, a locker on the floor. Beautiful. Probably be the wrong height. One way or another, we're going to get a locker under that rail. Hopefully at the very same height. It's a locker. Or is it a corner locker? Doesn't a corner locker seem to line up better? There is a corner locker right there. There is a wrench right here. There is a straight station right here. And just as good as the yellow looked over here, it looks great over here. There is a linear rail T. Come on. For heaven's sake. Oh, no, the thing produces the T. No, the thing. I don't know. How does the thing look against that rail? With the T. I really want it to be like that. So I can see the buttons. Judas Priest. I think we can make that work. I think we can make that work. A rail corner here. And a rail corner here. And nothing here. And a rail corner here. And a rail corner here. Does that look possible? And then finish building it with a crowbar against the wall. Where's my parts? Oh, that was a different version of this game. That was somebody else. Multiplayer, no mulligans. I've played a couple games like this in that environment, and it is pretty engaging to know that everything matters, that you can't just fuck up and reload. Not so much that... Okay. Now, get him some power and data connection. Get out of the... It needs to come in like that. Right here. Come on. Why won't you let me get in the corner? I don't care. It's all just a test. Won't have to look at it too long. Wonder what I'm running into back there. Yellow and white. What I'm trying to do. Want it to look like that. Right here. Is it too low? I want it to look like that right here. No, that's why I stopped going this way for a second. Like that, right? Yes. Is that enough? I saw it connect to something. Hooray! Now, go ahead and build this locker properly so we can see what's in it. Let's just go ahead. Well, no. Corner. I think corner is gonna work. That'll be nicer than how it was. What's in it? A thing. Drive. Cargo LAArE. Over there. And this is a puzzle to me. How would you know? Oh, look, it displays it. Well, that's kind of nice. Okay, that's easy money. Okay, that's easy money. So then the question becomes, if we take a soybeans and put it in the processor, is there a way to get Cargo LAArE to see that slot? Is it a slot, or is it just not a slot? Do you see any beans popping up on the thing? Because I sure don't. And there's a lot of slots it can address. And the answer is no. Okay, definitive proof. Cargo LAArE cannot work with reagent processor. Thank you very much.